Hi there, thanks for stopping by. Today, as you can tell from the title, I'm doing a back to school haul / essentials, covering or sharing all of the wonderful things that you'll need as far as supplies in order to be successful during your school year. These are the things that will help you stay organized, stay focused, and just keep you on track for your road to success. And I found when you're organized or when you feel prepared, you do better. And what you put into your experience or your education is what you'll get out. So these are the things, these are all of the wonderful things that will help you stay on track. And what's even better about all of them is that they're affordable. I got everything pretty much from the 99-cent store. I can't wait to share them with you. So stay tuned. So let's just jump right on in. And let me just tell you that a lot of the things I'm sharing with you are things that I use personally as a student, as well as the things that I've shared with my students through the years, like over 18 years. These are the things that consistently have been most useful in helping them to be successful during the school year. So I'm excited about having the opportunity to share them with you. These are the essentials. In addition to, don't forget, I did a college success series, and the links are below, covering all the important topics that will also help you outside of the supplies: note-taking, test-taking, organization, all that good stuff. So make sure to click on the links. It's a fun series, and I think you'll enjoy it if you haven't already checked them out. Okay, so let's jump on in and check out these goodies. And again, most of the things I found at the 99-cent store, and I love a bargain. Do you love a bargain? So I love for students not to feel like they're overwhelmed, but have like amazing and great supplies. Like, you don't have to spend a lot in order to be successful and be organized and be functional and productive. So let's check them out. And I'm seeing a couple of things that I got from Marshall's, but I'll tell you when I get to those. Okay. So one of the first things is one of these handy pocket holders. Okay. 99 cents at the 99-cent store. And this is just a wonderful thing to like carry all your goodies in. And what I like most about it is not a regular pocket holder. It has the 3-hole punch on it. Okay, if you can see that. It has the 3-hole punch, which makes it convenient. Typically, you'd have everything together. So this would be in this, like this notebook. And this is just a 1-inch binder, if you can see that, just a 1-inch binder. Literally, this little pocket holder, you would literally put it in your binder. See, it has a 3-hole punch. And you don't need a lot in it. So don't think that it's gonna be like stuff like this one is. This is just filled with some things that I wanna show you, but you won't necessarily need all of these things. Okay, so let's get started with some of the things you might want to put in here. Binder clips. I love these because can hold more. Okay, so you have your paper clips and you have your binder clips, and I think equally you need to have them. You know, I like to keep mine. I mean, a lot of these things I use as an instructor. I keep them handy. I encourage my students to have these things because these are things that they need. Okay, so paper clips, and then you can put them in this little handy, it comes with this at the 99-cent store, this little casing. Okay, and it fits conveniently in your little bag, okay, or your little pocket holder. Okay, so paper clips, binder clips for more, you know, stacks of paper. Like if you're getting papers back, you want to keep them together, and then you want to put them in your folder, you know, but you want to section them off and keep them organized. These are really handy. So because I knew I just bought some colored ones too, and I wanted to share those. Okay, so these are just index cards. These are great, and again, I have links to other articles below, but I included this in my note-taking and test-taking preparation it's so funny. Whenever I get ready to do a video, it never fails. The gardener comes. Like normally the gardener comes in the late afternoon. And then, and I discovered that my new gardener comes in the late afternoon when I was filming a video. One of my earlier videos. I can't remember exactly which one it was. And I put it on the video. Today, I'm filming early in the morning. He's here. I'm happy he's here. Don't get me wrong. But I'm like, what? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try to push through this. I think it should block out pretty much the note. Index cards to take your notes for your test, you know, keep a quick reference. They're just handy, and some people prefer the colored ones. Can you see they're different colors? I prefer color. Like I'm a visual person or a visual learner, and typically people who are visual learners prefer to have some variation in color. Like the you know, regular white ones could get a little monotonous, and then obviously you can start to lose attention, or it can be, you know, distraction. So you work with it. You'll find what formula works for you, and you'll only learn that if you try different things or different variations. I'm just giving you options, and there's not a one size fits all to all of this. So you'll formulate a formula for yourself. Index cards, you'll find out if you like the color ones or the white ones, or you want to integrate them. You'll have that option. They have different sizes too. So if you need larger print, you can get the bigger size. Okay, so index cards, essential across the board for test taking, you know, having reference to study for your potential questions, as well as just taking notes to jot down on, you know, for quick reference. They're great. Even go as far as to get, and I don't have one, but a little clip, one of those clips you can put a hole punch there and put like a key holder thing in there to hold it together, and you can scroll through them. That makes them very, very handy. Okay, so moving right along, highlighters. I'm not going to elaborate to any great depth because I have those links below that talk about how these are beneficial. We know they're great for note taking. They're great for taking, you know, highlighting in your book. Again, if you're visual, they are really, really handy. So highlighters, different colors, a student's friend. Okay, so make sure you get some highlighters, especially if you like for things to be color coded, and you want to know what's important and what's stressed and so forth when you're taking your notes or when you're reading. I love these tabs. Can you see them? These come in handy. They have a little sticky part right here, and I love them because when you're reading your text. Okay, so I wanted to get a textbook to show you how this works. You put the tabs, you know, so if it's certain pages that you get to, this is one of my big psychology textbooks. Okay, so if there's certain pages you get to and you're like, oh, I really want to reference this page quickly, you know, obviously it's great when you highlight it, but even more, what's even more helpful is to put a tab on it. So you know that when you get to that chapter, can you see that? When you get to that chapter, that's an important page. Sometimes even the highlighting can start running together. I've highlighted so many different things and I don't know what's really, really important. So the tabs come in handy. Put them on your notes, you know, just putting a little tab like, okay, this is an important page. This is an important area. These tabs come in handy. And you can reuse them. Like you can take it off of there and put it, you know, it doesn't really lose its stick, which I like. It's very, you know, it's adhesive, and so it's super duper helpful. These are my friend. I still use these. I love these. Okay, staplers so come in handy. Again, 99-cent store. I don't even have to really keep saying that. I'm just letting you know, like, this stuff is so affordable. So your papers, when you do your papers, and you might want to get a bigger one, because if you have really thick papers, then obviously this smaller one won't go through it. But if you know you're just gonna have like 5 to 10 pages, this will do the trick. Teachers, your instructors, teachers and instructors, if you're in high school or K through 12, your teachers really, like, ideally, especially by the time you get to college, will appreciate you stapling your paper. I love this idea. I didn't have, this wasn't presented to me when I was in college, and I more than likely would have utilized it. These are dry erase labels. So it functions almost like a dry erase board. They're little labels. So you can put these labels on those little folders. These little dividers that are so handy and so helpful. You can put your little label on there. You can write on that label. And I probably inserted just a little sample of how you could do that. I'm visual, so I know that might be helpful for you. You can write on those labels. You can write the assignments that are due, or you can just write a note to yourself, a reminder, or just like an inspirational quote. You can put anything on there. And the great thing about it is that you can get these from the 99-cent store. I love these because I've normally just bought the dry erase markers, which are helpful too. And then I of course get a little wet wipe or something. I keep those handy, and then I, you know, kind of use those. But this is even better. These come with little erasers. Do you see the little erasers on there? I think I'm in love. Do you see that? It has a little eraser on it. Put these on your folder, or you can put them on the front of your notebook. If you even want to put them on the front of your notebook so that you can write different notes or reminders or wording, you can put them on there, and then you can write with this and erase as need be. A visual learner or any kind of learner's friend, I think these are the best thing since sliced bread with the eraser. Pens, pencils. I don't have a sharpener in here, but a sharpener, so that you can use that for your pencil if you're not using this kind, which are automatic ones. I usually use these because they're just handy and I don't have to use a sharpener. And this is a number 2 pencil on top of that, because sometimes the electric ones are not mechanical ones, excuse me, the mechanical ones are not numbered. And I want to say I didn't get these from 99-cent store. I think I got this from Office Depot. I think I got these from Office Depot. Okay, so as you can see, the lead on it is bigger. It's not like that little thin lead. And it feels like a pencil. It has an eraser and everything. Highly suggest this. This is by Papermate. Okay. This is what I recommend for taking your notes. Okay, so you can get the dividers, and the dividers are so convenient because you can literally put what you need in them. You can put your, I usually recommend, or what I found to be most helpful, is you can put your syllabus right there. So all of your syllabi are going to be in the same place in your notebook for all of your subjects, or if you have 2 separate notebooks or whatever, but it's right there with your notes. Right there with the things that you need handy for that class. Your teacher gives you an assignment or gives you instructions for a paper or something like that. You can put that there. And remember I talked about that little decal or the dry erase label? You could literally put that there and you can write on it and erase as need be. So if there's something important you need to remember, you also have it in your phone or on your other scheduler, you could put it right there and it's really handy to you, okay, and visual, all right? The more places the better sometimes, because you may not necessarily refer to your phone or your other scheduler, and so it will be helpful. It'll be right there and accessible. Okay, basic things: paper, dividers in different colors. You can put the subjects on the side. Just makes it very handy. Some toiletries that you might need, you know. I suggest having Kleenex, some little handy lotion. You can go like literally down the little aisle with trial sizes or travel size things and just putting the goodies that you kind of feel like you might need accessible. Chapstick is always handy. Then you can go as far as like if you needed yourself with some deodorant or wipes, hand wipes, bacterial stuff, whatever you need. I would suggest getting maybe another one of these. Necessarily have to get one with the holes on the side, but just something where you can keep your other goodies. So moving on, that you might need, let's talk about some snacks. You probably won't need anything like this. This is just something I carry as a instructor. Sometimes I'm going from class to class to class and I don't have time to go to the cafeteria, or I don't have time to go and get something to eat. So I like to have things that are quick, fast. This comes in handy. I got this from Marshalls. I love this bag. This is my regular lunch bag, and what I love most about it is that it's insulated. So you can put an ice pack in it and it's going to keep things cool. And I would recommend getting things that are not perishable. So some of the essentials: a water bottle. This is a small one. Got it from 99-cent store. It's little. You can put your water in there. It's handy. Closes up. Or if you want something a little bit more elaborate and you're going to be in school a little longer, I got this at Marshall's. $9.99. I haven't actually used it, but I love the whole concept. I've never had one like this. I'm going to put it to the test and I'll let you know how it works. I'm going to use it this semester because I'll be going back to school too. My class is starting in a couple weeks. So right now in this hot ATX weather, this is going to truly come in handy. Staying hydrated, whatever your beverage of choice is, you know, Gatorade, water, feel healthy. You know, you might even try some infused water, whatever is going to make it alluring for you to drink it, more attractive for you to drink it and want to drink, so that you can stay hydrated. You can put all kind of things in here. I even I love apple chips, like the cinnamon apple chips. These aren't cinnamon, but they're freeze-dried fruits. You can get different ones of different assortments. Put them in here. If you like nuts, but you have to be mindful with nuts that people around you might be allergic to them or things like that. That's just something to take in consideration. So I didn't. Fruits, dried fruits. I love having dried fruits around. If you like to mix it with like yogurt chips or chocolate, chocolate chips, makes a great little snack. You can even get these, the little juicies. That, again, these are things that you don't have to keep taking in and out and putting back in the refrigerator. These are things that you can just literally keep in your bag. They'll be handy. You can take it with you and kind of keep it to munch on and keep yourself kind of energized. Okay, so just a few more essentials or things that I suggest. These are not mandatory. These are just kind of, all of them are pretty much optional. And again, you're going to create something that works best for you. But these are some other things that I highly recommend, okay? If you're not one to kind of keep your schedule on your phone, or even if you are, having something to write in is always helpful. Having a calendar, I think it's just way too bright in here, so I'm probably going to insert a picture. But this is just a calendar book. And I've shown this on a couple of other, or maybe one other video. But you can write more in-depth notes in it. As you can see, you can write your notes, you can write assignments, you can write just things that you need to remember. Another organizer that you might want to look into. I love this daily action planner. This one is even more intricate because it gives you the option to do a brain dump at the beginning of you're doing this dump, which is awesome. Get it out of your system. You know, things that have been on your mind that are plaguing you, you're writing them here. And then you're going forward to delegate the things that you need to do that kind of prioritize. The top things you need to do that day, and then savor, organize your week around one thing to do. So, you know, your primary focus. So this one is a 30-day one, but they have them according to the year or months, interims. You can even segment according to morning, afternoon, or night. I love this one. And then it lets you put the weeks, you know, week 1, week 2. This is a 30-day one. This is literally just for a month, but you can do it, I think, in 3-month intervals. And I have a link to this one below. More essentials. Thesaurus gives you words to use in lieu of other words. So if you're scrambling for like, what word should I use? I've been using this one. You don't want to keep using the same word. You're writing your paper, you're writing on assignments. You're just trying to build your vocabulary or expand your vocabulary. A thesaurus is so helpful, along with a dictionary. Food is Scantrons. If you have exams and your teacher says make sure you have your Scantrons and pencils, keep those just with you throughout the semester, so you don't necessarily, so many times, like right before an exam, even though I've reminded students, like, you need to have your Scantrons, you need to have your pencils. right before the exam. They're like, I need to run and go get that. And guess what that does? It takes time out of two things. It takes time out of the time that you would need for your test, that crucial time. And then it also leaves you kind of scrambling. It leaves you starting that test experience a little bit kind of thrown off. For some students, like I see them come back and they're just like trying to catch up, and they see they're paying attention to other students who are already in motion. And so again, being prepared. If your instructor says you're gonna need Scantrons, it might be helpful just to already have that accessible. They don't cost much. Keeping your Scantrons and your pencils in your pocket thing. Okay, but last but not least, the secrets of college success. I use several different types of books or textbooks when I'm teaching student development, and they're great books too. But if you're not in the class, it's not necessarily something that you would go out run. I would suggest you running out to go get. This one, however, because it's not a textbook, it's just a regular book, general book for students, I would highly recommend it. It is The Secrets of College Success. This is the second edition, which has a little bit more. Over 800 tips, techniques, and strategies revealed. Out of all the books that I've read, utilized in my classes, this one I absolutely adore. It's even award, USA's Best Book of Awards. It covers everything, do's and don'ts for picking your courses. I mean, it covers everything from 11 secrets of getting good grades in college, strategies for women considering a career in STEM field, 13 tips for acing the job interview. I will include a link down below because I strongly recommend this book and highly suggest it. Thanks so much for watching my back to school haul / essentials. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. I want to wish you the best in your upcoming school year / semester. I know you're going to do great as long as you stay prepared and stay organized and develop a system for yourself that works. You can't go wrong with that, and that's going to take you a long ways. Make sure if you like this video to thumbs up and comment below if you have questions or if you need insight. I'm a life and wellness and academic coach, so if you need additional support and help, I'd love to help you and along your academic journey. Okay, meanwhile, take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.